Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome to my first flip through of my year 2017. At the beginning of the year, I joined a group on Facebook called My Year 2017. I will leave the link below. And it is a free year long journaling project, art journaling project. And I'm so excited to do it. And I've had so much fun filling in this little book for the month. What I did is similar to what Gina Ahrens had done, and she had made 12 little books out of file folders. And I thought, genius. That's something that I could handle. I've never completed an art journal per se, ever. I've done bits and pieces of art here and there, but I've never had a full completed art journal. So I'm super excited about this and super excited that I finished my very first book. So I wanted to come on and share with you. Again, the group is My Year 2017. There are 4 teachers and there are a few helpers that go along with the group as well. And I will leave the links to the Facebook group and the links to the 4 teachers that run the group. And I will leave a link to another one of the helpers that's doing a weekly picture challenge. So let's get started, okay? This was the cover that I had done. It's just collage with some roses and some mixed media background. And for some reason, I titled it My Life in Art 2017 instead of My Year 2017. But oh well. So, what the group is, again, there are 4 teachers, and each week one of the teachers takes a week and they do videos on techniques on their process. Everyone is doing something different, and that's what I like about this group is that there's no one set way to do it. You could do it any way you like. Some of the teachers are like documenting their daily life. I document my daily life in my Fobonichi, which looks like this. Okay, so that's how I document my life. What I wanted to do in this book, excuse me, there's Fred. Good morning, he says. Um, what I wanted to do was document my journey this year in art. And it has been such a fun journey so far. I've learned so many things already. I have tried things that I really haven't, dug my hands into yet. So it's been a lot of fun. So, back to how the group kind of works. Each of the 4 teachers has different videos that showing different techniques, teaching different things. They also have bonus videos on different things. Some of them have book reviews. Um, yeah, and everything is found on the Facebook group. So if you want to join in on the fun, go ahead and go to the Facebook link that I have below and join the group. So this was my first spread in December. They gave out a bonus prompt. And so the bonus prompt was a new step forward. And y'all have seen this already. It's my girl running. And that's just what I thought of when I heard a new step forward. I thought of running. I thought of what running meant to me. I used to run and I don't anymore. But that's just what it reminded me of, and moving forward, just always moving forward. So this was my spread for December, and it's just simply a collage with some words here that I thought, paralleled one another with the act of running and moving forward and the act of doing an art journal, as well as a Bible verse from Hebrews about running the race with endurance. So that was meaningful to me. And then on this page here, this here is not a prompt at all. I had gotten some Dylusions paints from my lovely son as a Christmas present, and so I had done. I just played around with the background here And I had gotten this quote from an article that I found in a magazine. Excuse me again. I'm so sorry. And it would talked about journaling, and I loved this quote here, so I decided to type it all out and put it in. And that's how this page turned out. And then I also just wrote about my experience. I wrote about what journaling meant to me, and that's how that came out. So I had a lot of fun doing that. And then this right here was Gina Aaron's bonus project, and it was a watercolor bookmark. I don't really work in watercolors. I have watercolors, I have the water-soluble crayons, I have a lot of materials, but I've never really sat down to try to do much of anything with it. So I was really just so happy with how this came out. I love the way it came out. And I even subsequently, I made a whole bunch of these and have sent some out in Happy Mail. So on this as well, let's see if I can get it out of here. My dog is going nuts for some reason. I don't know why. I'm sorry about that. Come on, Elizabeth, work with me here. Or the paper clip anyway. Oh, geez Louise. Okay, there we go. All right, well, that was just a mistake to put it in there like that. Okay, here we go. So on the back, I had, again, written about my experience of doing this and how much fun it was and the materials I used and things like that. And I think that's an important part of my journal, is that I am writing about my experience, how I liked it, the materials I used, and, you know, things like that. So I'm putting that in there. Then you turn the page, and this is my confetti, bubbles, and bling. Emphasis on the bubbles, if you couldn't tell. I had such a difficult time with this. I left it till the last because I had no idea what I was going to do. We don't really celebrate like the new year in a big way. I mean, honestly, at the stroke of midnight, I'm staring at my eyeballs. So there's no confetti, there's no bubbles, there's no bling. I'm not a blingy type of gal. So this was just really hard. And I racked my brain for 4 weeks trying to figure out what I was going to do. Well, the word bubbles really popped out at me. And when I think of bubbles, obviously I think of soap. And then when I thought of soap, I think of washing. And when I thought of washing and art, I thought of Picasso's famous quote. So the background paper here was actually, it might have been the bonus video that Jerry did. Excuse me again. And it was super fun to do. You mix soap. I mix soap with acrylic paint and a little bit of water, and then you blow a straw. You blow through a straw into the mixture in the bowl, and it bubbles up, and then you stick your paper right on top. And that's what I did with this. I did it right on top of here. I had gessoed the page first, and then when I blew my bubbles, I just simply, you know, put the book right over top of it and made these bubbles. And it was super fun technique, super easy. And yeah, then the other stuff I used on it was, this is just copy paper. I used Posca markers to do my quote. And then I used Inktense pencils to kind of do an outline of the soap. I used just a bit of glue and glitter for, you know, the bling part. And then these little sequins I'd found in my stash, and so I put those on there for the confetti part. I really liked the way it came out, and I had a lot of fun doing it. And then I put a little tab here, which was left over from the file folders that I had made, and put the title of it here, put the date on it down here. And now, excuse me, these pages here were from Ian Jackson. He is a helper on the group, and I'll link his channel below as well. He's going to be teaching us how to do digital art, which I'm super excited about. But what he's also doing is a weekly picture challenge where he posts a picture on the Facebook group, and then we can take it from there. We could do whatever we want to with it. And so I did week 2, and week 4, and I worked in watercolors. And then these pockets here are the extra paper that I had from Jerry's Bubble Paper. So I just simply made a simple pocket out of it. And then here's watercolor that I did of the flowers that Ian posted. And again, on the back, I write about my experience, what I used, how I felt about it, and of course, dating it and putting what challenge it was and what week it was. So I had a lot of fun doing this. I don't normally do watercolors, so it was a lot of fun to experiment with that. And then here's the little birdie. And so I did that one. And again, wrote what I thought about it. Yeah, I wasn't really fond of the bird. Poor thing, looks like an angry bird or something. But I do love the way that the background came out and the stump came out. And I used Inktense for all of this. I sketched it out in Micron, and then I used my Inktense to do the background. And I had a lot of fun doing that as well. And this one here, I used my Winsor & Newton little travel watercolor palette. So I did that. And then this is the back of it. And what I did here was made a simple little pocket. And this was Anne's, I think it was her bonus maybe, which was to do an index card. And I don't normally do index cards, so another new project for me. And I just simply collaged over the back of it, and then I had these little butterflies in my stash, and I inked them up with black archival ink to make them all black like a silhouette. And then I did my little quote on here, and again I wrote on the back what it was. It was Anne's index card for a quote, and what I did, what I used, and how I felt about it. I haven't done many index cards. It's hard for me because I just lack confidence, I guess. I don't normally do this type of thing. So that's that. The background is just painted in Dylusions turquoise paint because I just happen to love that color. And then this is just a cutout that I found to remind myself to be happy, to be confident, and to be strong. And now on the other books, you would, this part here would kind of like accordion fold out. So what I ended up doing with that, because I wasn't going to do any more projects in here, I simply made it a top loading pocket. I glued it down the back side and the bottom and made a pocket out of it. And I had found in, what's it called? In Touch magazine, I'd found an article about how we're created to create. And it was a wonderful article, and I wanted to save it. So I simply, photocopied it and stuck it in here so that I have it to refer back to if I want to. And it fits in there just perfectly. And now there you have it. My finished my year 2017 January book. And I'm looking forward to starting on my February one. And this was so much fun for me. Number one, to actually have completed an art project. That is just, I'm ecstatic over that. And secondly, to try new things. That's the whole point of my art journey this year, is to try new things and to practice with the new techniques that I've learned and materials that I have. And so, yeah, I had a lot of fun doing this. And so if you want to join in on the fun, make sure you go over to my year 2017 in the Facebook group and join in on the fun. I can't wait to start on February. So thank you very much to the ladies who are running it. The ladies who run it are Gina Ahrens, Jerry Bellini, Cindy Utter, and Ann Williamson. And I followed those ladies for years on YouTube, and I'm just so thrilled to be a part of this group and a part of the excitement. And yeah, I can't wait to start the next one. So I hope you enjoyed this, and thank you so much for sharing your time with me. And I will catch you next month for the February flip. Thanks.